Hey everybody, it's an episode of TJ's Garage. This is a really good one for anybody that owns a Polaris or pretty much anything with a flip-up seat, any UTV. So I know somebody has done this out there because this is the second Polaris Ranger that I've worked on with the rear seat that is broken. So what people are doing is, they don't realize, if you look down here, this seat is kind of cantilevered, okay? So what they're doing is, they're grabbing the back of the seat and they're giving it a quick yank, and they're breaking all these tabs off of the seat that are held in by this torque screw. Okay, so now they're either trying to glue it on, silicone it, liquid nails, whatever. It's not going to happen. So to save you quite a few $100s on a new seat, I'm going to show you a technique that works perfectly. So first of all, here's the tab that breaks off right here. Here's one left. Okay, it's a plastic tab. It's held on underneath by a Torx. Okay, if you can see here, it's a plastic piece. And in each one of these holes, there was a plastic tab that held the seat on. And from underneath, this is what it looks like. And this just screws into a piece of plastic nipple that is part of the seat. So to get it out, first of all, I took one drywall screw on the outside of this tab, because we have to get it out so we have access to the hole. Took a drywall screw, put it in there, right? To keep it from spinning. Now, I put one in the middle because once we get done, we're not going to want that extra piece to fall back in the channel. Okay? So here we are now. We got it locked into place. We got a screw to pull a tab with. All right? We're going to come underneath here. We're going to take our Torx. We're going to remove it. Right? There we go. Your screw is out. Here's your screw. Now, I'm going to come back here. And you want to remove that tang, right? So you take your one on the outer portion that keeps it from spinning, and you just lift out the inside. Okay? Now that all of your holes are opened, and there's none of this plastic left from the seat, this is what we're going to use right here. This is the magic bolt. Right? Believe it or not, it's called an elevator bolt. I don't know why, but they work perfectly. So this right here, I'm going to show you the part number. This is what it looks like in the bag. Right? This is the measurement on it. And I got this at a Menards, elevator bolts. 2-inch, 5/16. So right here, you got 6 holes. If you want to put 6 of these in the seat, you can do that. It's overkill. First of all, you're going to want to make the hole that this is going to slide through bigger. And I'll show you why. Right? This is 5/16. I took my step bit and went a couple sizes bigger on each hole. Now you ask, how is this going to work? How is this going to hold the seat down? Come over to the garage and I'm going to show you. And this works fantastic. So instead of going out and buying a brand new seat, this is what you're going to do. When you look at your seat, you'll see where each one of those plastic tabs has broken off. I marked them with the X. I've already put 3 elevator bolts in. You can see right here what they look like when they break off. Now you could put screws from underneath, you could re-drill, but they're going to come out. It's plastic. Here's the foolproof way of doing it. Here's your bolt. It's 5/16. Here's your hole where the tab broke off. You're going to drill that out to 5/16, which is the same size as your elevator bolt. Right? Then you're going to make a T with your oscillating tool. Pretty much the length of the blade. You set it to your hole like this. I'm going to do this kind of as fast as I can. Go all the way through, and you're going to try to go make a channel the width of that bolt. Okay? Now, that's what this bolt's going to slide into, but how are you going to get it in there? If you look this way, we're going to have to make a channel that looks like a T to get it in there. Same thing, the width of your blade. Okay, there's your T. Now if you keep the camera on there, here's what you're going to get. You're going to pull this tab out. This tab's going to fold back. This tab's going to fold back. Right? There's your T. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your bolt, your elevator bolt, you're going to slide it in, square up the channel, slide it right in, just like that. Then you're going to take your tabs, bend them right back. Now if you look at the seat, there's my 4 bolts. I don't really need 6, it's a little overkill, but there's my 4 bolts. They're locked into channel. So once we put them back on the ATV, we're going to use washers and some Loctite. We are not going to use Teflon bolts because if this happens to spin, that Teflon bolt's going to be locked on there. So we're just going to put Loctite on there. Maybe not even Loctite because we don't want this to lock up because if it spins, that kind of degraded the hole. So let's go try it right now. I haven't dry fitted it yet, so this is going to be live. So if I screw up, you're going to see it live. So, camera person go on the other side. Okay, here's our seat. Here's our broken one. You're going to put it on the holes. And look up. One's in, 2's in, 3's in, and 4. And there you go. So this is pretty much how it's going to be. All you got to do though, you just got to line up these bolts to get it through the holes. But if you look, this is how it's going to be. Your bolts are going to go through here, just like this. And you're going to put your washer on. And that's it. That's how your bolts are going to sit. And you don't have to buy a new seat. And if you look, it's going to fit flush. It's just a little adjusting to get the other bolts to line up and go through. And you're set. So you won't have to buy a new seat. It's just a matter of lining things up. Once you get these bolts mounted, you can take a screw. There's the other one. Okay? So you're going to have 4 screws. There's no reason for 6. 4 is going to hold the seat on, and you basically have a brand new seat, and you don't have to waste hundreds of dollars. Those bolts are like $1.29 each. Just takes a little time and patience. It's very simple. Put 4 bolts on. Your seat is secure. You're back in business. And that's about it. That's another hack for now. Thanks.